welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we're talking about how excited we are to be YNAB coaches. Hey Janine.
Hey Shannon, how you doing?
I'm very excited. How are you?
I'm excited too. We're freshly minted.
Yes.
It's so fun that we went through this training program together to become YNAB Certified Budgeting Coaches.
Yes. It was really fun, even though we weren't in the same cohort, and so we didn't actually see each other during the training.
I know. That would have been so great if we'd been in the same cohort. But we got to compare notes, which was also good.
Yes, because they were slightly different experiences, but, learning the same things.
Right, and we learned so much.
Yeah, a lot. I didn't realize how much more there was to learn about YNAB.
That's right. You've been using YNAB forever, but you've been using it how you use it, as
right.
like me, and they introduced things since we started that maybe we weren't taking advantage of.
Yes, they did, and there's a lot of ways to use YNAB. Much beyond the way that I use it, personally and for my business and such. And so it was really fun to really get so much experience doing that, learning those things and then practicing them.
Yeah, because we're required to have practice clients. So we actually have real life experience helping clients with their get YNAB budget set up and going. And yeah, it was terrific. And it just occurred to me, there are perhaps listeners who don't have any idea what we're talking about.
Oh, right, because not everybody is obsessed with you need a budget as we are.
Right, not everybody. There are lots of people who are, but yes. So you need a budget is it's software, and it's also a methodology for budgeting and getting ahead with your money and being mindful about your money. Yeah,
it's interesting because it seems like people really sort of think of it one way or the other, and but they can't exist without each other. Like if you don't understand the methodology, then the app, the technology doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And if you try to use the technology without understanding the that's the same thing, isn't it?
If you try to use the methodology without the software, the software makes it much easier.
Yeah, you could use the methodology without the software, but it's more complicated. Right. It takes more work.
The software is really great, but you're right, the two go hand in glove, and part of what we learned to do was help people understand both.
Yes. Yeah.
And one of the things I love so many things about YNAB, and we've talked about it before on the podcast, but one of the things I realized in this training program was that YNAB has 4 rules, which of course we already knew, but YNAB has 4 rules, and rule 3 is all about not being a perfectionist. Rule 3 is roll with the punches.
Yes. And it's like, you start out with the information you have, and you make your best guess as to, what you want to do with your money in this case. And then real life happens.
Right. Yeah, and I was stressing over and over with my clients that if you need to move money around, if you have budgeted, let's say, $200 for groceries and $200 for eating out, and you actually spend $300 for groceries, you can move $100 from eating out to groceries, and right. It's okay. It's not a failure. There's no failure. It's just roll with the punches, make it work, and as long as you can cover your spending with with money that you've assigned, even if you're moving it all around, it's great.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the keys to YNAB that makes it very different from other ways that people budget is that you only budget or assign money that you already have. So it's not like you think about, well, how much money do I make in a month? And what do I think my expenses are going to be? And, sort of create a income and expense list and try to make that all balance out and then try to live within that. It's that you say, oh, I have this much money on hand and this is what I need that money to do before I get more money.
Right. Yeah, it's very different. I mean, it's a real shift for a lot of people, and it makes so much sense to me that so you're only budgeting money you actually have in hand.
Yes.
Then you can't go wrong.
Right.
Because you have the money. And rule 1, give every dollar a job. It's an interesting thing I've noticed is that, and I remember I felt this way too. It was hard to assign all the money because it felt like I was out of money if I did that.
Right.
But no, you're not out of money. It's just assigned. It has a job. Happy money.
Right. Well, and it's very much like an envelope system, if anyone is familiar with that, where, you would get paid and you would cash your check and you would have actual cash dollars and you would put them in envelopes. Like you would put this amount of money in your envelope for groceries and this amount of money in your envelope for utilities and this amount of money in your envelope for, whatever other spending you needed to make. And when that cash was gone, it was gone. Mm-hmm. And it's like that, except for it's on paper. So it's much easier to sort of move things around and
Did you mean to say it's on paper?
No. Well, no, I did mean to say it, but I meant it more in the theoretical sense. It's not cash dollars that you're moving around. It's numbers on your computer that you're moving around.
Got it.
That's
what
I meant.
I just got thrown by paper. Okay, got it.
Our idioms and metaphors don't work anymore. We're in the 21st century.
Right. Yes. So it's theoretical. It's money that's in your bank account and then assigned in the app or on the desk, which is a mobile app or a desktop app, and it's just so effective. And I've been really noticing my YNAB wins recently. I've always noticed them, but lately it's like every time I turn around, it's like, oh yeah, thanks to YNAB, like a client's check got lost in the mail, literally.
Oh.
Yeah, it's somewhere. And no big deal, because it's YNAB. Because of YNAB, it's not like I'm in any kind of budget crisis.
Right.
I'll budget it when I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that is one of the goals of YNAB is to get you out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle.
Yeah. It's a huge gift to be out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking about how my husband has retired, and thanks to YNAB, I haven't freaked out financially because I know what we spend. And so it's given me such peace of mind. Whereas if it had been 5 years ago or whatever, and he wanted to retire when he was 65, I would have...
Lazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez. I would have just... I don't know what I would have done, actually.
Well, it's so stressful because you really... I mean, you have this sort of idea of what you're spending, and you can see like how much money goes out of your bank account, but... if you're using a credit card and you're not paying it off every month, or if you are only looking at a couple of months and you're not thinking about the things that you pay for every 3, 6 months or 12 months, it's makes it just so stressful. You just don't have a clear picture. And that's the thing. That's where the freedom I've gotten from YNAB has come from, is just... I know everything. I mean, and especially since I've been using it for so long. Our family budget we've been doing since 2016. I've been using YNAB for longer than that, but like we've pretty much hit every possible thing that we could hit. And so I know, what to save for those things that are not regular expenses. They're not the monthly bills.
Right. And like in our case, since Barry retired and went on Medicare and I had to go on the healthcare exchange, our medical insurance bills are much higher.
Yeah.
And thanks to YNAB, I'm able to navigate that. Because strangely, it was a surprise. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about the fact that we didn't ever see what we paid for health insurance because it came out of his paycheck. So, it became such a tool for planning for this particular transition.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's been, I worked with the practice clients I worked with were all in very different situations. And so it was really helpful to see all the different ways that YNAB can support someone in whatever financial situation they're in.
Right. And you've lived that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've had a really, over all these many years you've been using it, a really varied income level.
Yes. Yes, that is very accurate.
Right. And it helps you in all those situations.
Right. And, I think a lot of people sort of think of it primarily as a way to get out of debt, and it is fantastic for that. It really helps you manage debt regardless of what kind of debt it is. And also, it can help you, sort of navigate if you're in a position where you can save a lot of money, like, what you want to save it for. And like in your case with Barry being retired, like, are we spending too much of our savings, or could we spend a little bit more of our savings, or, where do we sort of fall in that?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's tremendous. So next we get to decide about what we're planning to do with our newly minted credential.
Yes. Yes.
Can't wait to find out.
Well, I'm going to really enjoy our little summit retreat, our 2-person YNAB summit retreat next week.
That's right. We're going to spend the day together, brainstorming, and we don't
virtually.
Unfortunately, virtually. Yeah. And it's not like we're sharing clients or anything, but we'll have our own separate YNAB coaching practices. But the way we implement it bears some brainstorming.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because there are so many different ways to work with people. Mm-hmm. Using YNAB and other certified YNAB coaches, work with people specifically on helping them get out of debt, or with high net worth individuals, or with self-employed people, or their people are in different niches, or they work only with local people. So there's a lot of different ways to help people using YNAB.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to explore. I'm excited after having worked in my business for so long, and to have just sort of a new focus.
Yes.
Nothing's going, my business is not going anywhere, thankfully.
Right.
But it's fun to learn something new and have we talked about this a few episodes ago, have the excitement of a new thing.
Yes, definitely. I know. Did you know 2023 is my 20th anniversary as a life coach?
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Coming up in June.
Yay. I think there needs to be a celebration.
I think so. It's an
excellent
big milestone.
It is. It really is. Yeah. Right. Congratulations.
Thanks. I started life coaching when people had never heard of life coaches.
Right. You started life coaching like before smartphones.
Yeah. It still was on my website that I started life coaching at the dawn of the iPod.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Yeah. That's great, Shannon. So it's exciting that 20 years into your coaching, you're adding a new facet to your coaching service.
Right. Well, and it's funny because, I've been such a fan of YNAB. I'm always like saying to my clients, hey, I think this would be really helpful. Mm-hmm. And have gotten a few on the YNAB bandwagon. But, the idea of offering this additionally to my coaching clients and then also doing coaching that is just YNAB based, in whatever form I decide to do that is fun to think about.
Yeah, it's excellent. So we've talked about perhaps talking about YNAB more on this podcast in the coming months.
Yes,
because we like to geek out about it.
We like to geek out about it, and it really, really makes a difference.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, it is the freedom, the information, the freedom that you get from really having clarity around your finances is priceless.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, and that's what it gives you. It's tremendous.
Yeah. So, anything else to say about YNAB, being a new YNAB coach?
I don't think so. Just watch this space because we're excited to. We'll definitely let you all here know whatever it is we end up doing. And if you're curious, we'll have a link in. Excuse me. I'll put a link in the show notes to YNAB, and it'll be an affiliate link for Shannon. So if you click on it and you end up signing up, you'll get a free month, and so will she. It's a very low cost thing, but it still costs whatever it costs, $10 a month or something.
Yeah, I think it's
less than that.
Yeah, I think it's $99 a year.
Right, if you buy a year. Right.
If you buy a year, yeah.
And it's the best money I ever spend every year.
Oh,
that and TSA PreCheck.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
Well, we would love to hear from you, our listeners. Are you excited about YNAB? Do you have questions about YNAB? What would you like to know? How can we help you? You can let us know on Facebook or Instagram at Getting to Good Enough. You can go to gettingtogoodenough.com and leave a comment in the show notes. You can send us an email at hello@gettingtogoodenough.com, or you can call 413-424-GTGE, that's 4843, and ask us your questions or share your comments, and we may just answer them on the air.
Ooh.
Yeah. Until next time, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Congratulations to us. We did it.
Yay!
Yay!